Hi, my name is Kisha Magum and my metric number is 822A0473. We need a case study on the safe and healthy working environment for Petronas employees. Petronas, which is capitalized in four capitals, is the acronym for the Malaysian Energy Conglomerate National Petroleum Limited, which operates in more than 100 nations. It reports that the board of directors of the firm and it was founded in 1974. It is known as the National Oil and Gas Company. The founder of this company is Tan Sri Dato Sri Muhammad Baqir Saleh. Petronas was placed 216th on the annual Fortune Global 500 ranking. The three primary business segments of Petronas are upstream, gas, and downstream.
Hi and a very good morning to the respective lecturer, Dr. Kiran Kumar Doti. My name is Jagojoti Ambal. My matrix number is A22A0676. In this video, I will be presenting to you about the identification of symptoms, identification of problems and problem analysis from this case study. Let's look into the symptoms of the problems faced by Petronas company. One of the symptoms for the problems faced by Petronas in the health and safety department is environmental changes. In this particular case, Petronas is dealing with changes in the external environment that impact the company. Environmental changes will have an impact on the business natural surroundings and jeopardize its attempt to manage natural resources responsibly. Changes in the environment forced Petronas to modify its policies in order to address the issues brought on by the adjustments. Second, threats to marine safety are yet another warning sign of issues facing by Petronas. Petronas participates in the marine industry. There is a significant possibility that it may encounter maritime risks such as piracy, smuggling, terrorism, attacks and wholesale cargo theft. Security risks have the potential to negatively impact Petronas' operation, asset safety and the environment. These issues are a sign for the Petronas company to strengthen its maritime security to protect the health and safety of its workers. Another indication that Petronas has to tighten its employee health and safety procedure is government's implementation of new health guidelines across all industry. Petronas must adhere to updated workers' safety and health procedure in order to adapt to changing environmental conditions. To reduce the possibility of health and safety problems in the Petronas business, these legal amendments should be carefully considered and put into practice. Another sign is the growing number of workplace accidents. This is another sign for Petronas that it has to concentrate on finding solutions for problems pertaining to worker health and safety. According to the Maritime Executive, two contractors were hurt and one worker died while performing maintenance at Petronas LNG facility at the port of Bintulu, Sarawak. The company was accused of failing to provide safe working conditions, which led to accident that claimed the worker's life. Excessive staff turnover is another indication that Petronas is not prioritizing the health and safety of its workers. When compared to rival companies, Petronas has a greater rate of staff turnover. Some sources suggest that certain personnel could experience difficulties or be dissatisfied with Petronas HSE incentives, performance, culture, or training. These elements may play a part in employee turnover, particularly for individuals employed in technical or operational positions with more risk or danger. That's all for the identification of symptoms in Petronas company. Now let's look into the identification of problems. The first problem that was faced by Petronas is COVID-19 outbreak. Global manufacturing, services, catering, oil and gas and other industries have all been greatly impacted by COVID-19. In light of COVID-19, Petronas has also had significant impact on the health and safety division to some extent. The workers' mental health suffered as a result of the conflict between job and life. The employee has been experiencing breathing difficulties and elevated body temperature, headaches, and coughing for an extended period. Next problem is marine trade and chows. Petronas Marine offers the shipping sector worldwide a comprehensive variety of marine fuel options, such as LNG and very low sulfur fuel oil. Petronas Marine Division encounters challenges in guaranteeing the safety of its workforce because of marine dangers. It is very vulnerable to terrorist attacks, smuggling, piracy, illegal immigration, and protecting ships in disputed seas. Furthermore, equipment failure is another problem faced by Petronas in the Health and Safety Department. Unfortunately, Petronas has had to review its safety standards in light of many deadly incidents at its locations in recent years that were caused by equipment failure. Equipment failure is frequently caused by inappropriate operation, a lack of preventative maintenance, an excessive amount of preventative maintenance, and a failure to regularly monitor the equipment. The need for Petronas to develop an appropriate equipment handling procedure has been signaled by higher accident rates in the petroleum industry. In this video, let's look into the problem analysis. The COVID-19 outbreak poses an external threat to Petronas and has an effect on the company's management of health and safety. Petronas was compelled by a government order to adhere to the updated Standard Procedure Order (SOP). Among the standard procedures Petronas follows during COVID-19 to prevent the disease from spreading are instructing workers to wear safety masks, maintain social distances with other workers, avoid physical contact, conduct COVID-19 tests, and disinfect frequently. In addition, a large number of Petronas employees experienced emotional stress as a result of COVID-19. Employee productivity declines as a result of personal issues, heavy workloads, and pressure from higher management. The firm thus risks a severe collapse in production. Furthermore, the Petronas Corporation faced external threats in the form of marine security risk. In this case, the key factor for this problem is the evolving nature of Southeast Asia maritime security threats. Criminal organizations might assault Petronas ships and cargoes with the intention of stealing and holding them hostage or sabotaging them. For example, a Malaysian tanker operated by a Petronas subsidiary and carrying 6,000 metric tons of gasoline valued at 5.6 million was assaulted and taken over by a gang of armed men in 2014. Moreover, Petronas' risk related to its internal element is equipment failure. It indicates the company's weakness according to the SWOT analysis. In the event of an equipment malfunction, Petronas may experience serious injuries, death, property damage, contamination of the environment, and monetary loss. Inappropriate operation, neglecting preventative maintenance, overuse of preventative maintenance, and not keeping an eye on the equipment are a major cause for this equipment failure. In conclusion, Petronas Health, Safety, Security and Environmental (HSSE) policy is the root of the company's issues. Enforcing rigorous standards is vital for the organization to provide a safe and healthy work environment. That's all from me. Thank you for watching.
My name is Nitya Srivalepan. My matrix number is A22B1302. Today, I will like to present about the identifications of alternatives of Petronas company. Firstly, there are three main impediments, that is COVID-19 breakout, unrest and maritime threats and equipment failure. Okay, let's examine what other alternatives should be taken to minimize the risk and improve the operational effectiveness. The first alternative is COVID-19 outbreak. As we can see, COVID-19 pandemic created so far unprecedented challenges for companies. HR plays important role to protect employee health, maintaining company operations. Facilitating remote work is one of HR major effects. HR facilitates a smooth transition to remote work by offering the required tools, technical assistance, and policy for employees. This allows operation to continue while maintaining the health and safety of workforce first. HR is essential in explaining and implementing workplace, health and safety policies in addition to providing assistance for remote work. HR ensures that policies like social distance, sanitization and health checks and leads programs to keep employees feeling engaged and positive. The second alternative is unrisked and maritime trades. Petronas faces up with risks related to unrisked and maritime trades. HR take approach by providing security-focused training so that educate employees about possible danger and efficient defense. HR can develop activities and simulations together with security specialists to make sure that workers are ready for a range of security situations. Effective communication is essential to ensuring the safety and health of personnel during unrisked and maritime threats. In addition to improving the company's emergency response skills, this open communication gives employees members more confidence and trust. The third alternative is equipment failure. The most challenges facing by Petronas company is the risk of equipment failure within its wide network. Not only Petronas company, the most companies are facing the same problem. The most effective plan of action is taken by the HR departments is to set in place a comprehensive preventive maintenance program which will ensure regular checks. Make sure employees receive adequate instruction that can help avoid human error-related equipment failures. Through Employees Assistance Program, which is EAP, HR may offer help following equipment failures. HR helps to the stamina and general well-being of employees by addressing the psychological and emotional effects of equipment failures. Now I would like to present about evaluations of alternatives, that is pros and cons. Okay, the first is coordinated outbreak, that is guidelines for remote work. The pros is increase the flexibility of employees, and the second is ensure the continuity of the company. And the cons is connectivity issue within the team might be reduced, and monitoring is necessary due to remote production variability. The second is regulations for health and safety. For the process, reduce the danger of spreading viruses and following to recommendation regarding health. And the cons is cost related to the implementations ensure safety for employees, and that is possible to deal with possible opposition to protocol enforcement. The third is diversity in the supply chain. Okay, the process lowers relying on the particular supplier and increase resistance to problems. And for the cons is the durability of the supply chain justify the initial expenses and challenges, and the reliability is ensured by ongoing supervisions of several providers. The second is unrisked and maritime trades. Okay, let's see what are the pros and cons. The first is enhanced security measure. So the pros is enhanced ability to prevent threats, increase employee and self-confidence. And for the cons is continuous expenses provided ongoing security strategically, and inaccurate warnings might cause minor interruptions. The second is crisis communication strategy. Okay, the process outlines the duties and functions, and the second is guarantees a prepared response. And for the cons is resources intensive development requires a financial outlay upfront, and the performance of a real crisis might be complicated. The third is insurance protections. Okay, the process monetary insurance against losses and speeds up the healing process. And for the cons is risk reductions, justify higher rates, and reliance on insurance might make preventive care less important. The last is equipment failure. Okay, let's see what are the pros and cons for this equipment failure. Okay, the first is program of preventative maintenance. The process proactively detects possible problem and increase the usefulness of equipment. And for the cons is reduced risk and justify initial expenditure, and profit may be impacted by the maintenance related to downtime. The second is safety and culture. Okay, the process increase employee skills and encourage employees as they are aware of safety. And the cons is persistence outcomes need ongoing efforts, and it could be take some time until safety benefits become obvious. The last and foremost is storage and redundancy system, and the process reduces the time spent on operations and improve consistency and dependability. And the cons is decreased risk, justify capital investment, and complexity need to be carefully handled. Okay, these are the pros and cons of each alternative.
Health, safety, security, and environmental policy is practiced by Petronas to solve major problems faced in health and safety management of the employees. Petronas has implemented many measures to prevent the COVID-19 pandemic from spreading among its employees. First, following the government's established protocol was the most successful course of action. The employer makes sure the employee constantly keep a social distance, dons a mask, and regularly sanitize the workspace. In addition to taking precautions to prevent COVID-19 from infecting workers, Petronas has implemented a number of initiatives to promote the mental health and general well-being of its staff members during the epidemic. For example, Petronas offers a support system to assist staff members and their families in managing stress and difficulties in their daily lives. This system consists of webinars, online counseling, self-help materials, and peer support groups. Petronas introduced the Crisis Management Information System (CMIS) in 2019. This Crisis Management Information System is an electronic solution that offers technology and methods to handle emergencies and crises at the corporate level, reducing human actions and communication mistakes. Petronas has taken multiple steps to prevent mishaps caused by malfunctioning equipment, making sure all operators have the necessary training and certification and that they adhere to the safety regulations and standard operating procedures for each piece of equipment is crucial to preventing accidents caused by equipment failure. To preserve the health and safety of its personnel, Petronas has adopted a number of measures to address issues including the hazards associated with marine security, the COVID-19 pandemic, and equipment failure accidents that occur in the health and safety department. The Petronas Management System outlined guidelines for how its policies and procedures should be followed and monitored. The Petronas Management System leadership is dedicated to monitoring the implementation of the HSEMS and offering input. In order to broaden their expertise in the area of health and safety management, they should also attend training sessions and actively participate in initiatives to promote health, safety, and the environment, which is HSE. By implementing a single information platform that incorporates all 16 of its HSSE digital solution system, each of which handles a distinct business pain point for users, convenience, and usage that is appropriate for the task at hand. In order to make proactive intervention, Petronas is also empowering users to leverage the power of HSSE data to get insights of HSSE performance trends, developing hazards, and other crucial factors. Systems developed by Petronas to guarantee the health, safety, and security of its workers as well as the environment include the fatigue management system, integrated contractor management system, environment and social performance integrated and centralized system, crisis management information system, ergonomics management system, monitoring and reporting system, e-chemical management system, and Petronas self-regulation system. In conclusion, together with the Health and Occupational Safety Department, Petronas digital systems help to minimize incidents that could occur during business operation and cause harm to people or the environment, necessitate costly correction or damage to the company's building and equipment.